Hey YouTube fam, it's your girl Alicia and I'm back with another DIY video. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make these preschool, kindergarten, or elementary school themed graduation fans. I've been putting up videos for like high school graduation, college. I haven't been doing much really for elementary, and I made a lot of really nice templates for my website. So I wanted to go ahead and show you guys how you can design these, print these from home, and assemble them and make your own graduation fans for your little ones. This I want to say is like for preschool or kindergarten age children. I put the blocks on there. We have the crayons, we have the apple. I wanted to make it very little kid appropriate, if you want to say that. And I am going to be adding more high school and college themed graduation fans as well, or templates as well. So if you like this template, you want to give it a try, go ahead and head over to my website, creativecraftingllc.com, and click on the graduation tab. I'll leave the link for you guys down below. Once you get to graduation, there's all of my 2023 graduation designs, fan templates, t-shirt designs, party favors, etc. Everything is going to be in the graduation section. The one that I'm going to be using in this video is called the Kinder Yellow Cat Grad Fan, and these are instant downloads. So once you check out, a download box will pop up on your checkout screen, and you can go ahead and click the link for that and go ahead and download the images, and the website will also send you a download link to your email as well. So make sure whatever email you put when you check out, it's an accurate email. So these images are in a zip file, and it's going to be two images, the front of the fan and the back of the fan. So once you download, go ahead and save the zip file, open it, and go ahead and save each image one by one. This is the front of the fan. Go ahead and save that, and then go ahead and click into the image with the back of the fan and save that as well. Now you can edit these using Microsoft Canva or whatever graphic software you like to use. I'm going to show you guys how to edit these using PicMonkey because I like using PicMonkey. I often use PicMonkey more than any others. It's either between PicMonkey and Canva, but mainly PicMonkey. So I'm going to go ahead and click into PicMonkey and log into my account. For those of you that don't have a PicMonkey account, PicMonkey does offer like a 7-day free trial. And if you want to pay monthly, it's just about $7, $8 a month. So I'm going to go ahead and log into my account since I already have an account. Once I log in, I'll go to the top to where it says create new, and I'll click on that. Once I get there, I'll go to where it says blank canvases, and I'll click on that as well. And it's best to do this using either a laptop or a tablet. Once I click on blank canvas, I'll go down to where it says print sizes, and the print sizes that we're going to use for this template is going to be 8.5 by 11. Okay, regular size US sheet of paper, 8.5 by 11, and just go ahead and click that. Once it opens up, it's going to open up to a screen with a blank sheet of paper, 8.5 by 11. Okay, on the top part of your menu, there is an add image button. So we're going to go ahead and click that, and you're going to add the images that you're going to need for this fan. So you're definitely going to add your templates, the front of the fan, the back of the fan, and go ahead and add the image of your graduate. And it's going to pop up right over here on the side. So I'm going to go ahead and click the front of the fan because we're going to go ahead and customize that first. Once you click the image, it'll pop up into the center of your blank sheet of paper. Give it about a few seconds after you click it, and you don't resize these templates because they're already made to size, because if you resize the front, you'll have to resize the back as well. But I made them perfect size, and I went ahead and clicked the image of our graduate and put him in the center of that as well. There's a tool called remove background that's on the menu. Is a picture of a scissor. Go ahead and click that so you can remove the background of the child that you're going to be putting on the front of this fan. After I remove the image, after I remove the background, I'm going to go ahead and size this to where I want it to be on the front of our graduation fan or our template. After I size him and get him just where I want him to be, I'm going to go ahead and go into edits, and I'm going to go ahead and give him some exposure. I'm going to give him some probably take away some of the shadow or make him a little darker around the shadow, give him some contrast, give him some high tones and mid-tones. And then I'm going to go into colors, and I'm going to go ahead and play with his like saturation and give him some vibrancy. Just want to get his picture as popping and as bright as the background behind him. Okay, after I do that, I'm going to go ahead and go into shadows and outlines, and I'm going to add a shadow around him. You'll go to the first tab that says drop shadow and click that, and then go down to outline, and I'm not going to do a black outline. I think I'm going to add like a blue color outline around him just to make him stand out even more, because there's already so many colors in the template, and I'm going to thicken that outline around him as well. you guys can go ahead and play around and try different designs, and do it the way that you want it, the way that you want it to be done, the way that you want it to look. I'm just going to show you guys the way that I did it, okay? But do whatever works for you. So now that I have his image on there, I'm going to go ahead into text and click on add text, and we're going to go ahead and add the captions to this graduation fan. So of course we're definitely going to add his name, but I'm going to put congrats Josiah. His name is Josiah, so I'll put congrats first, and I'll put his name underneath that. The font that I'm going to use for congrats, I forgot the name of the font. Jeez Louise. It was like a scripted looking type of font. I want to say, I think it was called Le Curly, but I'm not sure. I believe it was called a curly, but I used like a scripted type of font for congrats, and I went ahead and made the congrats like a blue color, and then I went ahead and dropped a shadow around that, and I went ahead and added a black outline around that. Just about every time I do a graphic, like whether it's a party favor, whether it's a t-shirt design, whenever I'm putting text on there, I usually add a shadow and a outline around it. So yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and get my font correct, or pick the font that works for me. And I'm going to put congrats, and I'm going to change the congrats color to blue. And then I'm going to drop a shadow around that. And then I'm going to do a black outline around that as well. And then after I finish doing that, I'm going to go back to where it says text, and I'm going to add another text box for his name. And I think I want to put like a small caption like close to him, like towards the bottom, but I'm not sure yet. After I add his name and see how it looks, I want to see, I'll see if it's, enough, if I should just leave his name and congrats and that's it, or if I should add something extra to it. Don't be afraid to add more designs and more text, but just you don't want to over design it, but go ahead, of course, and feel free and add some nice, add some nice text to it, some nice quotes and things like that. So yeah, so now that I finished with the congrats, I'm going to go ahead and add his name. I'm going to use the font called Luckiest Guy for his name, and I'm going to put it in white, and I'm going to also add a black outline, and of course I'm going to drop a shadow around that as well, and I'm going to put it right up under where it says congrats. Yeah, so it'll be congrats Josiah with his picture. That'll be really, really nice. And it wouldn't be too much, like too much as far as design, because we have so much already going on in the background on the template. So yeah, so I think that's all I'm going to do. But you know what? I probably would add a small caption next to him so it doesn't look like so much empty space behind him by where his legs are. So I think I'm going to add Reach for the Stars, because this is a preschool graduation. So, I'm just going to go ahead, and he's so cute in that picture. I'm going to go ahead and add Reach for the Stars, and I'm going to go ahead and do Reach for the Stars in white font. I think I'm going to use a regular basic, I'm sorry, not white font, but as far as the fonts for that caption, I think I'm going to do like a basic lettering, like there's one called Chivo Black, there's one called Arial Black. I'll use one of those as far as fonts, and I'll go ahead and make the letters white, and I probably add a orange outline to the Reach for the Stars. That'll make it look really, really nice, and it'll make it pop. Yeah, I'll go ahead, because if I do a black outline, it's not going to show very well because of the black of the composition color in the background is not really gonna make Reach for the Stars stand out. So yeah, so I'll go ahead and do that. I'll put Reach for the Stars in white, and then I'll add an orange outline, and then we'll go ahead and drop a shadow around that as well. And I believe after doing that, I'll just go ahead and download it and print it. I don't think I'm gonna add anything else, or I shouldn't add anything else because it's gonna be too busy. So yeah, so that's what I'll do. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish up here. I'm going to go ahead and drop our shadow and outline the Reach for the Stars. And then we're going to go ahead and download that, save that, and I'm going to print this. And I am printing these on my inkjet, but of course, if you have laser, that's fine. If you don't have a printer, it's okay. You can go to copy and print. You can go to the UPS store, or you can go to your local Office Depot and use the self-service machines, which is what I use. Whenever I'm in between ink and I can't get ink quick enough, I'll go to my self-services, okay, and I'll use those. But yeah, but this is how it looks. I love it. So I'm going to go ahead and click on download, save this, and I'm going to print it. And after we do the back of the fan, I'm going to come and show you guys how they look when they're printed out. And I'm printing these on white cardstock. Now that I went ahead and saved the front of the fan, I went right back into PicMonkey and opened up another black sheet of paper that's 8.5 by 11. And I went ahead and clicked on the back of the fan template that we went ahead and uploaded as well. Okay, so here's the back of the fan, and then we're gonna go ahead. I'm not gonna add any pictures. I think I was gonna add another picture of him, but I said, you know what, let me go ahead and do something different. Since he's in preschool, you know, you wanna take note of any small accomplishments, regardless of what grade your child is in. You want to acknowledge their accomplishments. In preschool, we might not think that they have many accomplishments, but they do. Every year they grow, every year they learn, you know, they accomplish things. So on the top of the graduation cap, I'm going to put Josiah's accomplishments. I'm going to put his name in blue, as you guys can see. The font that I use is Luckiest Guy again. I gave him a black outline and we dropped a shadow around his name. Then underneath that, I'm going to put accomplishments. I'm going to put that in white and drop a black shadow and drop a shadow and put a black outline around the word accomplishments and put that right underneath his name, right under Josiah's. So it'll be Josiah's accomplishments. And what I'm going to do in the box, well, underneath that where it has like the paper background, I'm just going to go ahead and write his accomplishments. I mean, even though he's I'm sorry, even though he's 3, still have accomplishments. So I'm going to put like accomplishments like spells his first and last name, knows all his primary colors, loves to share, can count to 100, you know, knows sight words, just things like that, you know, things that he for his age would have or have accomplished in preschool before he's leaving to go to elementary school. Okay. So just stuff like that we might think is small, we might not acknowledge it, but it is indeed an accomplishment. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put that, and I'm going to go ahead and do that with an orange color font. And I don't remember, I think I used Chivo Black as far as the font name as well for that. And I'm going to do it in orange color, and of course we're going to drop a shadow around that, and we're going to definitely put a black outline so that that lettering can stand out on the back of that fan. You know what I mean? So yeah, we're going to make it look really, really good. And I think that that's all I'm going to do to the back of this fan. I think on the bottom part where the scissor is and where the globe is, I'm going to just probably put like a small caption, like something like congratulations, Josiah, or you know, I'll put hats off to Josiah. And that's all I'm going to do. So, you know, if you want to put a picture on the back, go ahead, feel free. You design it however you want to. I'm just showing you guys how I did it for the fan that I made. But feel free to do this however you guys want to do this. Okay, so I'm going to finish up here on the back. You guys can just go ahead and watch me edit it. Okay, because you guys can kind of figure out what I'm doing by just watching me move around the mouse and, you know, and reading the words or whatever. So I'm just going to come back when it's finished and show you guys how they look once it's printed out. So yeah, guys, I finished designing the back of the fan. This is how it looks. So I'm going to go ahead and download it and print that. Yeah, and I absolutely love the way these printed out. Oh my gosh, the colors, guys. It's just the colors for me, like, wow. This came out so nice. And I printed these on solid white cardstock. The cardstock came from Walmart. It was like $6 for a pack of, I think, like 150. So you guys definitely can make these on a very low budget. It didn't cost much to make these fans at all. And yeah, these are how they turned out. They look so nice. If you do have a cutting machine and you want to use your cutting machine to cut these out, feel free to go ahead and turn your file into a cut file so your cutting machine could cut it out. But to be honest with you, I'm a hand cutter, okay, always been. I have a Cameo, never used it, okay. I had a Cricut, I gave it away to somebody. So, you know, it's just, I'm old school, guys. You know, I'm 35. I'm young, but I am old school, okay? So I'm just going to go ahead and cut these by hand. And the tools you're going to need are your wooden fan handles, some popsicle sticks, scotch tape, your scissor, and your glue gun, okay? Very simple tools. I'm sure you guys probably already have these at home if you're already crafting, okay? So yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and cut these out by hand. I'm going to leave the link down below for the wooden fan handles that I've used. I got them from Walmart. They were like a pack. I'm not sorry, not Walmart. I got them off of Amazon. They were like a pack of 100 for like $10, and I got them with Amazon Prime, so they came like the day after I ordered them. So yeah, very affordable. You don't have to spend a lot of money. And you can make a couple of these fans. You can even make them for like family members as well, because you can make these as keepsakes also, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and cut out the front template and the back, and then I'm going to come back and show you guys how we assemble them, how we just basically put together the fan. So now that we cut them out, this is how they look, okay? And you don't have to have perfect cutting skills to cut these out, guys. It's okay, even if you have shaky hands. Don't worry about it. The reason why I put the black outline over, you know, on the templates is so that you could cut them out by hand if you chose to. If you didn't have a cutting machine, it's okay. You can still make these, okay? So yeah, I'm gonna cut a piece of scotch tape and roll it around into a ball, and I'm gonna put it on the top. First, I'm sorry, I flipped the back of the fan over to the wrong side, and then I went ahead and put a piece of tape on the top of where the cap is, okay? Because we're going to go ahead and line up the back of the fan to the front of the fan, okay? So just go ahead and take your time lining this up. It's okay if you don't line it up exact. You can just go ahead and lift it back up and reline it again. That's why it's best to use tape before you start doing any glue, okay? So when you're lining up the fan, just use a piece of scotch tape and then check the front and back to make sure that it's lined up accurately. It's okay if you have a little bit of overlapping. It's okay, we can cut that off at the end, but we want to make sure that we get it lined up as precise as possible. If you don't have it lined up precisely, it's okay, just go ahead and lift where you put the tape. Lift it gently so you don't rip the cardstock, and then just go ahead and realign it again. Once you feel like you have it lined up where it looks good and you're ready to start gluing, then go ahead and start gluing. And we're going to start gluing from by the top area of the graduation cap, okay? We're not going to glue all the way. We're only going to glue that top part of the graduation cap just to start. I'm going to go ahead and put another piece of tape inside of the fan as well, just to keep it sturdy and to keep it in place when we glue the top part of that cap, okay? We want to make sure that we don't unalign it, you know, while we're trying to glue, okay? That's going to throw everything off. So just go ahead and put another piece of tape inside if you need to. And then we're going to go ahead and check just to make sure it is looking good, like it's lined up correctly, okay? So just go ahead and turn that back around, and we're going to go ahead and start putting some glue at the top part of our fan, okay? And like I said, if you have a little bit of white overlapping, it's okay. We're going to take care of that at the end, okay? So yeah, so I went ahead and grabbed the glue gun, and then I went ahead and started putting some glue at the top of that graduation cap, only at the top, because we want to keep the bottom of the fan open, because we still have to put our wooden fan handle and our popsicle sticks, okay? We have to complete the fan. So I just went ahead and glued the top of that cap, and then once I glue the top of that cap, I'm going to go ahead and open up the bottom of the template and just go ahead and start to glue in our wooden fan handles, okay? It's super easy to make, super simple, guys. There's no way to mess this up. I'm telling you the truth. There's really no way to mess this up. You guys can do it. A kid could do it, but preferably not because of the glue gun. But it's super simple, trust me. I just went ahead and put some more glue on the side. Then I'm going to go ahead and open up the bottom of this fan, okay? And yeah, and the wooden fan handles that I got, I want to say they're about, I want to say maybe about like 8 inches, if I'm not mistaken. You don't need anything really longer than that, to be honest. I want to say the wooden handles are about 8 inches long, which is a perfect size, okay? So yeah, so now that I got the top part in place, I'm going to go ahead now and start putting in our fan handle and our popsicle sticks. And the reason why you need the popsicle sticks is because they help give the fan sturdiness. They make it sturdy and they make it strong. These fans are kind of big, so you want to make it as sturdy as possible, because if not, it'll just be flapping around once you start waving the fan, and we don't want that. You don't want it to be like flimsy, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and put the fan handle in. I'm going to go ahead and put it in about 2 inches, 2.5 to no more than 3 inches of the fan handle, okay? And once I get that fan handle in there, we're going to go ahead and put our popsicle sticks, okay? Super easy. Just go ahead and watch, and trust me, like I said, there's no way for you guys to mess this up. This is a super easy craft to make. I try to make my crafts easy, especially for beginner crafters, so that they can enjoy crafting as well. So you don't have to be a seasoned crafter to understand how to do this. This is super simple, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, even a kid could do it. So I'm going to go ahead and line up the popsicle sticks inside, and you want to put one in the center or close to where our graduation cap is, okay, which would basically be the longest point of our fan. We want to have some stability on the top point, because like I said, it is an actual fan, so when you wave it, you don't want it to feel flimsy, you want it to feel sturdy. So go ahead and put one close to the top of where the cap is, and then go ahead and put the two other ones on the side of that, so it basically looks almost like a W shape, okay? And that's going to make your fan be sturdy, because like I said, you guys can keep these as keepsakes and give one to other family members or even the teacher. You know what I mean? So, you guys can make a couple of these for yourself and give some out to other people, just so they can celebrate or be a part of the celebration of this little one graduating and moving forward to a next level in life, in childhood life, if you want to call it that. So yeah, so I just went ahead and glued these in, and like I said, we're going to do like a W shape. And once those are in, perfect. Now we can go ahead and finish gluing around the rest of our fan, okay? Super easy, super simple, guys. Trust me, you got this. So I'm just going to go ahead and glue around the rest, and I'm going to come back and show you guys how it looked. And we're going to go ahead and clean up any overlapping white pieces of paper that we might have, on the fan. So now I'm just going to go ahead and trim off any overlapping cardstock that you might see. It's a little bit around that pen tool. I'm just going to go ahead and trim that off, okay? It's okay if you have any overlapping. It's fine. Just go ahead and trim that off, okay? But this is the reason why I want you guys to try to line it up as precisely as you can when you're lining up the back of the fan to the front. But it's okay. It's natural to have overlapping. Even if you use a cutting machine, you still might have some, so it's okay. Don't even worry about it. It's a little bit, and you can just use a scissor and trim it off. Preferably it's best to use a smaller scissor, but I could not find my smaller scissor. I don't know where my daughter would have put it. If you ask her, she don't know where it is. She never saw it a day in her life, but she don't want to come and take all my stuff all the time, okay? But I just went ahead and used my big scissor and just cleaned off around the fan, and you can turn it around to the back and do the same thing with the back as well, okay? And after doing that, guys, this is how our fans look. Perfect. Wonderful. 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 If you've never crafted before and you tried this, people are going to be like, oh my God, where'd you get those? How'd you make that? Because they came out, the templates came out so nice. Yes, guys. So this is how our graduation fans look for little Josiah. He looks cute. The fans look cute. Okay. Ready for elementary. Okay. So if you enjoyed this video, which I'm sure you probably have, but I'm just saying if you did, just go ahead and give me a like, and go ahead and leave me a comment, and definitely subscribe to my channel. If there are certain content that you would like to see, definitely give me a shout out in the comments and let me know, because I'm always thinking of new videos or new ideas to add. But if you made it to the end of this video, guys, thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you've ordered any of your graduation templates from me, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm truly grateful. And like always, guys, God bless.